So when looking at your dealership website, we know that there's pain points. And some of the pain points come from the monthly special changeover. So right now it's the 10th of the month. Many dealerships are just getting their new vehicle specials added to their dealership website right now. And why is that? Well, the first of the month, new incentives come out, but the first, second, third of the month, dealership management personnel, what are they doing? Closing deals, making sure that they're getting put through accounting, making sure everything is going to hit the financial statement, making sure that there's no issues with any aged inventory, getting that stuff sold. And then the third, fourth of the month, we look at the specials. What do we want to focus on this month? Well, let's call our advertising agency. Let's get that information over to them. How are we going to advertise to bring more customers into the dealership showroom? And then they come up with a plan. There is some production time that needs to be done. And then you get sliders put on your homepage. You got landing pages for your specials, and you get those advertisements out there. And a third of the month is over. And you're going to do the same thing in 20 days when the next month rolls around. So it really is kind of like Groundhog Day. So what we've done with intice360 is looked at all of those aspects of the current state of automotive when it comes to websites and look to solve some of those problems. So what we've done is we've created what we call our content creation engine. And what this allows us to do is to start with one place where we just list out what we want to advertise. It is a pretty simple process. It's creating a small database, year, make, model, trim, lease payment, loan payment, special APR program, any rebates or incentives, putting the proper disclosures in there. And then from that point, we feed that into video ads, or what we call animated display ads. And we're going to look at some of those and how they're integrated into the intice360 website. Custom social media marketing ads, so we can get those new specials out into social media marketing, so we can drive traffic to the dealership website. And then the landing page itself. So let's just talk about those areas real quick. So, and then after we talk about those pain points, I also want to talk about how we can drive traffic to the dealership website, but then look to convert those customers utilizing some really strong calls to action, especially today. And that's with digital retailing and how that's going to translate that customer into your dealership showroom. So a lot of stuff to cover today. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And you can see here, so the first thing that we're going to find is on the home page, we have these big, beautiful sliders. And I know that that we reviewed this in previous videos, but we take an OEM photo, we generatively fill that with AI to place that vehicle in a very specific place on the website. Let's close this chat window. And then it gives us the opportunity to layer in those specials. OEM offers, right now it's Happy Honda Days. We got a monthly lease special APR, other unique selling propositions for the dealership. And then if I click on this, I'm going to go right to a landing page that matches. So the $449 a month. And then this is the ad itself that would be used in social media marketing. So this all can happen within 24 hours. It's sometimes 48, depending on getting that information from a dealer, but we build the ad sets, we export them, submit them over to OEM approval, and then we get them uploaded on the dealership's website. And then that becomes the starting point for social media marketing, email marketing, display marketing, and these custom landing pages that are highly optimized for lead conversion, where a customer can get a real offer for their vehicle, they can get a trade-in value, they can get pre-approved, and they can schedule a test drive at the dealership and be rewarded with a $25 Visa reward card. Or they can jump in and get the lease information emailed to them, the special APR program with the disclosures, and then the special rebates if there's any rebates. So this is fully dynamically incorporated and pushed right to this dealership website. So that's the landing page. That's the home page. Down underneath here, got my text going off today. All right. Each one of these are going to, underneath the home slider, is we're going to bring in those same specials and the same CTAs to get customers to convert right there. But then we also have our animated display ads. So we use these as videos. I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm going to blow this up just a little bit. Let's go ahead and play that. It's going to take about 20 seconds for it to go through.
Happy Honda Days are back at Brandon Honda. You can get great prices and payments on hundreds of new Hondas. Plus, receive $5,000 in benefits and savings with our Advantage Club. Happy Honda Days are here at Brandon Honda. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
So that's an example of an animated display ad. So it's not necessarily just a TV commercial, because we know that you do that, and those are really designed to be consumed from the TV. These are really animated display ads. These work great on Facebook, work great on YouTube, and we can drive traffic to the dealership's website. And each one of these offers that we create has these videos, and it's all part of that content creation engine where we create the assets. And then each one of the ads are going to have that. And if you noticed, you saw that really nice drive-in.
Happy Honda Days are back at Brandon Honda.
So you can see right here, watch this car drive in. Man, it's just really cool, very professional looking. It has the offer right there. These are fully approved through all the OEMs that we work with. Great call to action. So each one of those are there. So specials. We got the sliders, get updated right away. We got the custom landing pages right there. Go back to the home page. Right underneath here, we have these offers that are built right into the home page. So this really solves for a big problem. So, I mean, if you just think about some of the issues that you're dealing with from a dealership standpoint, in addition to trying to sell cars and making sure that you're taking care of the customers who are in the dealership showroom, but so much time is put into creating the offers, what offers you want to do. What we recommend is we kind of pre-plan for what we want to utilize for those specials. We know that the OEM is going to bring out specials. We can say, we can like put a rule, like I want to be $10 cheaper than what the OEMs, or I just want to use what the OEM is, which is what I recommend. We can beat everybody else to the punch because we can get these out into social media marketing and other marketing within a day or two, which usually is 7 to 10 days faster than your competition. And we get this great landing page experience that the customer is going to come. They're going to convert, which we're proving out to be super successful. And actually, let's just talk about that real quick before we get into some of the other things I wanted to cover today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into our backend portal. See if I can get the password right the first time. Hold on. There it is. Cool. We'll just do that. All right, so we're logging in. Now what's cool about our back end, so that's just logging into our back end, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into some of these entries. So each one of these forms that we have set up, for example, here is our get best price form. I'm just going to go ahead and look at some of these results. So you can see all of the lead conversions that we had just today. This is a super strong way to convert customers to leads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like 20 of them so far just today. But each one of these I can go in and view. Oh, I'm not showing you. Let me go back here. All right, so these, let me kind of come back. Look at all entries. Here's all the VDPs. You can see all these customers here. I'm just going to pull up one of these. And then what you're going to be able to see is, okay, so this has, first name, last name, email address, phone number, all that kind of stuff. But what's most important, it shows where exactly this customer is, and then what pages that customer was at and how long they were there before they ended up converting into a lead. So that's a lot of great information in that system. Let's go ahead and go back to the main site. So great reporting in our back end to be able to see all of that customer information. Now let's talk about digital retailing. So I'm going to do is let's walk through the process, and you can kind of see exactly how this works. I'm just going to pick this first vehicle, and actually, you know what? Let me come back here real quick. So. Just looking at, you can see some of these images. So we have this image right here. This is an actual image from the dealership that they took a photocopy, or they took that photo of and put it into this system. Now, if we don't have a photo for a vehicle, we have a direct integration with Chrome, which allows us to bring in a color matched images for each vehicle, and we got multiple different photos that's going to take place. So if you look at your dealership website right now and you're just using a photo come soon, or you're just using a generic non-color matched a photo, there are better ways. So what I'm going to do is let's come back over here and let's just walk through the digital retailing piece. So you can see here right on the SRP, we have the MSRP, the internet price, and we have our digital retailing piece right here. A lot of customization features right here. This button block we also have right on the VDP, and we have this set up in a way that we're driving the customer right to our primary CTA, which is get today's best price, secondary CTAs like we have right down here into this digital retailing tool. Now you can see as soon as I load this up, that we have my information. So I've already been through the system earlier when I was doing some testing, and you can see right away that all my information is going to carry over. Now that information, because I started on the digital retailing tool, it's also going to transfer over into any other of our tools. So if I come in here and let's say open up a credit score, it's going to automatically pre-fill all my information. Like my first name, my last name, my home address is going to populate there. And this is all secure to the user. So this is right from the user's computer, not from our database. And the email address and phone number. So, and then if I were to go into any of our other tools, let's say we wanted to schedule a test drive, we could do that as well. You can see all that information is going to pre-fill. So because it is, all of the tools are part of one suite, our test drive tool, our trade tool, our digital retailing tool, our get pre-qualified tool. Once a customer enters information into one, it automatically syncs over to the other. And again, I'm going to come over here, and if I come back a next day, all that information is going to be there. It's going to provide just a much better experience for the customer. Now, what I can also do is I can actually put this into what we call showroom mode. Now, the reason I'm doing this here is I don't want to generate a new lead into the dealership CRM. And there's plenty of reasons why you might want to do that at the dealership, where you can actually use the digital retailing tool to send a customer a quote, or you can even generate and print out a worksheet that you can share with the customer right there when the customer is into the dealership showroom. So you have this connected showroom experience with the customer, whether it's customer that was doing this from home, right in your dealership showroom, or if you're doing it to be able to send a quote. All right, so enough about that. So I'm going to go ahead and configure my deal. And you can see also here that my VIN number, state, and miles saved for my vehicle. I can come here, and so what I've done is I've entered my vehicle information. I'm going to ask the customer again just to rate their vehicle, and I'm going to say it's pretty awesome. Now, what I mean by pretty awesome, let's click this little question mark here. It's going to tell me what characteristics my vehicle needs to qualify for that. I can say that I do have a balance on it. That's going to kind of prompt what's going to happen next. I do have 19-inch alloy wheels on the vehicle. My payoff saved. Now, if I don't know my payoff, which most customers don't, we give them the ability to look that up. And we do that through a soft credit pull. And what we found is that soft credit pull is super accurate. You're going to have to do a 10-day payoff when the customer goes through the finance department anyways, but this is going to get the customer super close to what that value is, and to do it very transparently and without having to leave or look it up someplace else and then come back. The worst thing that we want them to do is guess, because if they guess too much, the payments are going to be too high. If they guess too little, when the customer comes in the dealership, there's going to be a problem. So let's get it as accurate as possible. I went ahead and just entered a value there. And you can see I have the express cash offer value. And as you can see right over there, that we had that confetti effect. So we use that couple different ways when the customer is going through this. We want to make it fun. We want to make it easy. And you can see another thing too that's unique to us is our user experience isn't going to take over the full site. It's not like putting the customer in a whole complicated situation. This is very strategic where we're doing a lot of complicated interactions, but in a very user-friendly way. We give the customer the option to upload photos, which customers love to do. I'm going to go ahead and add these real quick. So I'm going to put my front, rear, odometer. Now I've saved these photos on my desktop. Driver, passenger. I flip-flop that. And then VIN number. But if a customer has the ability to take photos if they're doing digital retailing on a tablet or on a mobile device, they can take photos right in our technology itself. And I can add some comments if I want, or I can just go ahead and click next. So now we come to our new 9 Payment Grid Digital Retailing Payment Center. So right here, for example, I can add taxes and fees, or you can have this set on as default. We give the customer the ability to really start to kind of just play with the numbers. And that's what I found customers really want to do. It's almost like they're negotiating with themselves. So it's like, hey, oh wow, this 330 payment is better than 347. What is that about? So I clicked that 330 and it's going to kind of shuffle the deck, and it's going to put me at $6,000 down with a 330 payment. But I think, I don't want to put $6,000 down, so I can come right up here and I can just grab that and put $1,500 down. It's going to recalculate the payment. And if I go 72 months, maybe I don't want to finance for 72 months. Maybe I want to keep at 66. That puts me at 436, or maybe if I just put a little bit more money down at $2,000 down. Now I could also change my credit score. Now it saved my preference before, or also I have the ability to get my credit score, which I can do right here with the soft credit pull. Now I'm going to show you that in a minute in a different solution and how that actually works in a test environment. But I'm able to do that right here as well. Trade balance, we can look that up. I can get a Kelley Blue Book value if I want, but I already have my Express Cash Offer value added here, and it's kind of disclosed right there what that is. I can look up my trade balance again if I want to right there. So it really gives me the ability to kind of play around with the deal. In this case, let's say that I'm done. I'm at 327. I got taxes on. I'm at 66 months, $2,000 down. That's probably pretty good. I just click next. It brings me to the finance and insurance page. So this is the same type of solution a customer would have when they're building their deal at the dealership. Imagine having a sales process, having your digital retailing tool aligned with what your sales process is. Many dealerships, and let me let me come back over here real quick. So in my experience, and what I've done in my life, I've had a lot of experience in automotive dealerships as a salesperson, a sales manager, general sales manager. I also worked for a training company, and we developed a 5-step training process, sales process, that is going to be the greeting, trade appraisal, selection, negotiation, and then delivery. So we've designed our digital retailing process off of that sales process, right? So we started with the trade trade evaluation, the selection with the vehicle that the customer selected, presentation of numbers, finance for the paperwork, and then we finish everything off from there. So we've aligned the digital retailing experience to be right in line with a dealership sales process. All right, so what I can do here is, if I'm looking at finance products, we have this aligned with like a finance menu. So you look at a finance menu, and the left-hand column is going to have a fully protected payment with all of the different projects or products. We have those products right in the left-hand side of the digital retailing experience. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. You see what I'm talking about? So we have the products right here in the left-hand side of this digital retailing experience. Now, as a customer, I can come in here, I can make some changes, and you as a dealer, you can help us get this configured exactly the way that you want. As a customer, if I don't know what's happening, I can jump in here. I mean, I should say, don't know what's happening, but I don't know what this product is. What is a vehicle service contract? We got a nice little disclosure right there, but we also have a nice video. So this is going to be aligned with your dealership's branding. It's a very simple explainer video that's going to explain what a vehicle service contract is. The same thing for gap insurance and other products. And we've made this look really cool.
Congratulations
and nice.
On your new car. It's a shiny new ride that's going to take you places. But have you thought about what happens
and these
if your
are
car
going to
gets
have
totaled in an accident?
the same type of
This is where
voiceover
guaranteed
as
auto
our
protection,
other
also
explainer
known as
videos.
gap insurance,
It has
comes
your
in.
dealership's
Gap
branding, your
insurance
colors
is like a safety
are
net
right
for your
in there.
car loan.
So it's a
If
great
your
way
car
to
is
be able to
totaled or
elevate
stolen
your
and
digital
the insurance
retailing.
payout is
So in this case, I can also get rid of some products maybe I'm not interested in. So I'm going to recalculate all of these payments. And then let's say that I want to have the payment with products. So I'm 66 months, estimated payment with products, $478. I can actually see all the information, full disclosure right there. Go to the next page. So I'm going to go ahead and take a minute. Let's go ahead and just pre-fill this information. Now, a lot of this stuff is already coming over from a previous experience here. Some of this information we do ask the customer to complete again. Make sure it's all up to date. So this is all the minimum information needed to be able to complete a complete credit application for DealerTrack or Route 1. Put in my social security number, date of birth. Nice modern experience for the customer to go through. Digital signature. I can add a co-app if I want. Next step is going to be, hey, how do I want to handle my test drive? I want to do a test drive at the dealership. You could even get this set up as a test drive at home or delivery at home or work or at the dealership. So you could do a test drive or a delivery if you wanted to do it that way. But you can see I got the map right here for the dealership. So the dealership's map right in there shows where it's at. I can select my appointment day, day part, time. So the customer's scheduling an appointment. I'm going to also show you how this comes over in my email as well, which is really cool. how I want to take that test drive, things that might be important to the customer. So we're doing like our needs assessment as part of this full digital retailing tool. Now we put this at the end of the digital retailing experience because then that becomes the beginning of the dealership experience. We're going to talk about that as well. So now here I can send this quote, but don't send it to the CRM. So this is going to prevent that CRM integration. And then it's going to give us this entire worksheet. Now, what I've done, and let me just go ahead and share this. So this right here is the worksheet that I printed out. Now, what's great about this is, so this is a customer that went through the digital retailing experience at home, or you could even do it this way as part of your sales process. This would make a great exit package. You want to price your vehicle and give the customer something to think about. This generally is far better than the chicken scratches that we might normally do. But this right here becomes the needs assessment form. So that's first name, last name, email address, physical address, appointment date, appointment time, vehicle of interest, the type of test drive they want. So this becomes an appointment confirmation form or needs assessment form. We left it intentionally blank down here so you have plenty of room to be able to take notes and so on. Now the next page is going to be the deal itself. So we have our 9 payment grid right up here, $427 to $478. We do it without products, with products. All of these are without products, but here's the products and protection. Here's our full disclosure that it says estimated payment without products is $427, estimated payment with products is $478. Vehicle service contract, gap insurance. You can see that the customer did fill out a credit application. And there's the credit application ID that we got back from DealerTrack or Route 1. Fully disclosed with your disclosure, so you're in really good shape there. Then we also give the customer their express cash offer certificate. So you can see here I'm $23,746 as a pretty awesome, fully disclosed, express cash offer received $23,746. That's if the vehicle is 3 stars, pretty awesome. If it's not, if it's just okay, it's worth $22,900. If it's 1 star, it's worth $22,100. But if it's a 4 star, it's worth $24,528. We're going to continue to talk about how we calculate this, but a lot goes into this to make sure that we're providing a real value for the vehicle. In addition, we provide a express cash offer certificate. So, I mean, let's just look at this. We have all the photos of the vehicle that I uploaded earlier is now in this worksheet that's provided to the customer. Vehicles uploaded. Here's my certificate, $23,746. Again, fully disclosed. We have the authorization code right there. So this is what the customer gets when they finish a digital retailing deal. And then again, you can use this in your showroom. Let's come back over here. So you can use this in your showroom to be able to provide kind of a next level connected experience. So, I mean, a lot of people are talking about frictionless experiences and connected experiences for a customer, you know, what that experience is, online, offline, the transition. Dealmaker and part of the intice360 system and the way that we integrate it into the dealership's website provides for this connected experience. So we're super proud of the work, but more importantly, it helps dealers sell more cars. Let's go ahead and share my screen again here. Because what I'm going to do is now, so let's talk about some of these other tools and how we have them embedded. So, of course, we have our conversion block right here. The next thing I want to talk about is our Get Pre-Approved. This is one of our strongest CTAs today. A lot of customers are very concerned about what kind of interest rate they can get, whether they can get approved. This is a great way to be able to have that CTA. All this information gets pre-filled out right here. You can see all the information is right there. We also have our icon bar where a customer can get right to any one of our tools right in the bottom of any page that they happen to be at. So here's the free credit score tool. And we also have other pages on the dealership's website, such as it's under finance. Get your free credit score and get pre-qualified. So this is a custom landing page that we've created. Financing made easy. Get your terms. Here's the Express Cash Offer tool. I can open that up. I'm sorry, the Credit Score Express tool. It's going to pre-fill. Got a great video that explains it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to go into one of our test sites. So I'm going to go to test.expressdealer.com. and go into our Credit Score Express tool. You can see here that I've pre-filled this information out, and you can see I'm on this dealership website versus the other dealership website, so I have different information. That's how smart our system is. So I have all that information. I'm going to go ahead and get my credit score right now. We have a two-factor authentication. We have that available by email or by text. I am going to get that verification. There's that number right there. Paste that in. And now what you're going to see happen is we have a third factor authentication. And that is if we've noticed that somebody on a particular machine or in a particular browser has looked up more than one credit score, we're going to make sure that we are talking to the right person by them having to provide their last four of their social security. So in this case, we know that this customer's test is 8472. And then we're going to go through and we're going to do that soft credit pull and just check out this cool little animation. And again, we have the confetti, which is similar to the Express Cash Offer confetti. We got this customer pre-approved. Their credit score is in this range, actually right there in the middle. And I can complete the full credit application like I did in our digital retailing tool, or I can skip it and go right down to the certificate. So this again is going to have that type of really cool connected experience. And here, let me go ahead and share my overhead again. And I have this worksheet right here printed out to share with you. So here's that customer right here. So we have the customer's credit score range, 706 to 726. You can see that it is good. Why is it good? Well, FICO has these four categories, which is poor, fair, good, very good, and excellent. You can see our different ranges. So we're 670 to 739. Their 706 to 726 is in that range. So that's going to be where that customer falls. They got good credit. And then we have our pre-approval certificate. And you can see right here, we're 52,500. This looks like a very professional pre-qualification code. It is fully disclosed, making sure that customer's income is in line. And this is a pre-qualification. It's not a pre-approval, but you get to set the parameters around how this works. This also comes with its own needs assessment form as well, which is used intentionally blank, so you can use this as some notes, but there's all that customer's information again with this certificate. So other thing I do want to show you, let's go ahead and back to sharing my Mac screen. Let me go back into my email. I wanted to show you something really cool about the email that we send out to a customer. You can see here, so this is the email from that deal that I built earlier. It's fully disclosed, has a link to that certificate that I had opened up. But this right here is the appointment. So you can see that we send this appointment right to the customer's email. They can add it right to their calendar, right from the email itself. And you can see here that we include the link to that redemption certificate. We let the customer know that they have to confirm this appointment. So this is something that they've requested, but you have to confirm it. But you can save that right to their appointment calendar, which is super cool. All right, going back over here. So today, what I really wanted to do is take some time, dig into some of the features about this connected experience from your dealership website, how intice360 isn't widgetized. It has all of the tools and the technologies natively built into the solution. So you're not forced to go out and get widgets from other providers. We actually don't even support other widgets from other providers. If you're looking for a website that you want to add a bunch of third-party widgets, we're not your website company. If you're looking for that next level digital experience for your customer that has everything baked in, I don't think you're going to find another solution on the marketplace that has the type of experience that we can provide to the customer, which directly translates into more leads. Right now, this month versus last month, we're in a difficult transition. A lot of dealerships are seeing their lead volumes going down 10, 20, 30% month over month. Our dealers are seeing a 10, 20, 30% increase month over month. So that delta is pretty far. So if you're a dealership that's looking for new and different ways to be able to engage customers in a fully connected experience, generate more leads, provide a better customer experience, and ultimately sell more cars, please reach out to us. You find us at intice.com. You can hit me up at david@intice.com. You can text me or call me 727-514-2097. I appreciate your time checking out this video. You're going to find this video plus many others at intice.com.